What's up guys, it's a lovely day. It's your boy Chef ChrisB back in the kitchen. First and foremost, I want to thank everyone that subscribed. I want to thank you guys for supporting me so far. I'm at 1k. Yep, your boy's at 1k subscribers. I really appreciate you guys. I really appreciate the support. Now today I'm going to show you how to make Shanghai noodles with shrimp. And these are the ingredients that I'm using for my dish. Now my shrimp have already been deveined and prepped, so you can season it with a little bit of olive oil, some garlic powder and black pepper. So not too much seasoning. And these are the other ingredients I'm going to be using for my dish today. I have some bok choy, I have some shiitake mushrooms, and the noodles I'm using today is lomein. So you can either use lomein or Udon noodles for your Shanghai noodles. I hope you guys enjoy this recipe. Stay tuned. Alright guys, so the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to start by boiling the noodles, and it should take about 8 to 10 minutes to cook. Now be sure that the water is boiling, but before you add the noodles you could add about half teaspoon of olive oil. Then you add about 1 tablespoon of salt. Now the type of noodles I'm using is lomein. So like I said before, you can also use Udon noodles if you don't have lomein, and this is the brand that I'm using. Alright, so you just want to add your noodles, and it should, like I said before, it should take about 8 to 10 minutes to cook. Stay tuned. Alright guys, so I'm going to show you how to prep the mushrooms. Like I said, I'm using shiitake mushrooms, but you could use whichever mushroom that's available to you. So first you want to remove the stem, and then you want to cut it up in the way that you want, but I like to cut it up this way. That's it. So remove the stem, and then you slice it. Alright guys, so I'm going to start the process to make the Shanghai noodles, but at the same time, while I'm doing that, while I start the process, I'm also going to saute my shrimp. So I like to fry the shrimp separate before I add it to the pot. So what I want to do is I'm going to add about 1 tablespoon of olive oil. You can also use grapeseed oil, so grapeseed oil or olive oil or whichever oil that you prefer. I'm also going to add about half tablespoon of olive oil to saute my shrimp. So the shrimp should take about 2 to 3 minutes to fry or saute. So you add the shrimp. You can also use a deep fryer. So if you have a deep fryer, you can use a deep fryer to fry the shrimp. Or you can just saute separate. Alright, so now the first thing I want to add is minced garlic. And this is about 1 tablespoon of minced garlic. So I like to also add garlic to my shrimp while I saute it and fry it. I'm going to add about 1 tablespoon of minced garlic. This is minced ginger, so 1 tablespoon of minced ginger. So what you want to do is you want to allow this to saute for 1 minute. Saute over medium heat. So you can put your flames on medium heat and allow it to saute for 1 minute, and then you add your other ingredients. So this is a good dish guys. This is something different from the traditional Jamaican dishes, but like I said, I have expertise in different cuisines, so at times I'm going to be cooking different non-traditional Jamaican dishes. Alright, so after 1 minute you're going to add some scallion. Then this is 1/4 cup each of bell peppers, green and red bell peppers. And I'm also going to be adding some shiitake mushrooms. I love to use mushrooms, especially when I'm making Shanghai noodles. But it's all up to you guys. This is optional. If you don't want to add mushrooms to your dish, you don't have to. But I like mushrooms. I really appreciate you guys. I really appreciate the love. I really appreciate the support. And feel free guys to check out other content. Feel free to comment and let me know what other videos, what recipe you would like me to do in the future. I have a lot of content coming up for you guys. I have a lot of dishes, a lot of recipes coming up for you guys. So guys, it's good to use a wok pot when you're making your Shanghai noodles. So if this is a dish that you actually like, and it's good to invest in a wok pot. And the wok pot, you can use it for several other dishes. You can use it for your Cantonese lobster, you can use it for shrimp fried rice, lobster fried rice. So it's good to invest in a wok pot. Alright, so I'm going to add about 1 cup of bok choy. So if you don't have bok choy, you can also use cabbage, baby cabbage. So it's up to you, but I like bok choy. So when you add your bok choy, you just allow it to cook for another 2 minutes before you add your shrimp and your noodles. So before you get to this process, what you want to do is when you boil your noodles, you want to make sure that you cool it down, because whenever you're cooking noodles, when you take it out of the stove, it's still cooking. It continues cooking. So you want to make sure you cool it down before you get to this process. Alright, so now I'm going to add my noodles. And I'm using 1 pound of noodles. So you can always make the adjustment based on the amount of people you're cooking for. But this recipe is for 1 pound of noodles. So now I'm going to add my shrimp. And now I'm going to add my sauces. So I'm going to use Kikkoman soy sauce. This Kikkoman soy sauce, and you could add about 1/4 cup of soy sauce. If you're making this dish for the first time, guys, it's good to use a measuring utensil. I'm also going to be using some oyster sauce. So this is the brand that I'm using. And I'm going to use about 1/4 cup of oyster sauce. This is smelling so good, guys. I really wish that you guys could smell it. And it's always good to saute your veggies, your herbs whenever you're cooking. Like I always mention, but trust me, it makes a difference when you saute your veggies and your herbs first before you start your cooking. I'm also going to be using 1/2 teaspoon of freshly ground black pepper. You can also use mushroom powder. That's also an option. But if you notice, I'm not using any salt because I'm using soy sauce. And I've also boiled the noodles with salt. So you don't need to add any more salt to your dish. You want to make sure you mix all your ingredients. And once you add all your ingredients, then it shouldn't take more than 2 minutes to finish, because the noodles already cooked, the shrimp already fried. So this is pretty much just mixing your ingredients. At this point you can go ahead and taste it to make sure that Tasting good. So good, guys. But you can also make your adjustments. If you want, you can add more soy sauce. It's looking so good, guys. I want to thank you guys for watching this video. I want to thank you guys for your support. I really appreciate everyone supporting me so far. And that's it. This is my finished product. This is a shrimp Shanghai noodles. Shanghai noodles with shrimp. You can also use jerk chicken or jerk breast. You can also use lobster. So you can also make the adjustment whichever. You can also use pork or beef. So you can also make substitution based on your preference. This is my finished product, guys. I want to thank you guys for checking in today. I want to thank you guys for supporting, but this is looking so good, guys. This is smelling so good, tasting so good. I wish you guys could actually smell it, taste it. But thank you guys for your support. Thank you guys for checking in back. And feel free, guys, to share my channel. Feel free to give likes, comments, and feel free to continue supporting me. And I will support you guys once you have a YouTube channel, active YouTube channel. I'll definitely support you guys as well. Thank you, guys. See you next time. Chef ChrisB out. Yeah, man.